Good morning, everyone. I'm Michael Marshall Henry. I'm opposing the motion that says the society and not the home is the major cause of the decay in our value system. I am from Lutheran High School, Obotidem. First of all, a proper understanding of the major terms in this phrase will aid our understanding and will uplift our brain in order to grasp the meaning of this reforming sentence. What is society? According to the Oxford Dictionary of English, the society can be described as a system in which people live together in communities. And according to the same dictionary, the home has numerous ways it can be described, but pertaining to this context, only two definitions are worthy of percept. First definition, the home can be described as an institution where people need care and rest. Secondly, the home can be described as an origin of a thing or a person. Now, I'm saying anyone in his or right senses will hail this statement as the reforming statement of the year in order to overturn the tide of corruption as we have seen now. I will support my claims with various points that I have. And before that, let me give honor to whom honor is due, because it is usually foolishness to walk into the elder's house with a cap on your head. And with that, I say, good morning, Mr. Moderator, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, my co-debaters. I am, like I said earlier, Michael Marshall Henry. Now, firstly, we are all know and we're familiar with this same state. Charity begins at home. This statement has occurred itself many times, but it has lacked the statement to reaffirm its meaning until its meaning has now watered down to a mere statement. Charity begins at home, meaning that the parents are the first people to instill good behaviors. If because the parents have not instilled this, you can't leave the chance to the society. Well, after all, what is the society? The society is just a combination of homes. So I, as a parent from house C, won't have the time to come and raise a child from house A. You have the responsibility. If the home does not step up, who will? I'm asking who will. So now, as I'm saying, the home is the sole proprietor of this responsibility, and if it does not discharge its responsibility, it cannot be overridden by another person. Secondly, there is hierarchy of life. Everything in life operates according to a hierarchy. We have if you're consulting with biology, you know the cell, the tissue, organ to the system. Because the system shuts down, you cannot blame it on the organ. Because the organ stops functioning, you cannot blame it on the tissue. Neither can you blame it on anything. You have to blame it on the tiniest bit of the cell. The continuous depletion of the cell without reinforcing it will pose a substantial threat to the system. So when the system shuts down, you have to blame the last one, that's the cell. Now, in this our case, the cell is the home and the system is the society. Because the home has neglected its duties, it has stopped to infuse these characters we used to have in our children, these values that enable them to go out and make good use of the time.
Point of information.
No, the point of information should be from the speakers. There will be time for contribution from the audience.
So, because of this, the hierarchy of life has posed a very big thing. Now, the cell not functioning has affected the system. The home neglecting its duties has affected the society. Because the society cannot even add anything to the home. Remember, it is not out to in, it is in to out. So if the home neglects, it cannot infuse anything positive in the society. The society's success is the home success, and society failure is the home failure. So when the society is full of demoralized human beings, it is to show that there is a decadence of something in the home. Thirdly, you need to know that whatsoever we learn from the society is an improvement of what we learn. Imagine this scenario. I used to steal a piece of meat from the
point of information. He said, charity begins at home. So I want to ask you and each and every one of us here, what of those children that don't have a home? Where would they get this charity from? Where would they begin to learn from?
You narrow down the definition of the home. The home is not your parents. It's not only the confines of your house. The home is any place that makes you feel a sense of belonging. Even if you were born in an orphanage home, it makes you have a home. You have a place, an origin. You were not just dropped down from the sky. So, as I was saying, the hierarchy of life is something that you don't have to blame anybody for anything, because it's not out to in, it is in to out. If I was stealing a piece of meat from a pot every time, as I plunge myself into the society, I will start to steal 1 kobo. As I further plunge myself, I will start to steal people. That's kidnapping. That is an improvement of what was there. So if I was honest from right when I was there, I will begin to be honest even in my business transaction as a grown-up individual. And with all this, I want to make your brains to be enlightened, point light into your dim grey light, and show you that the home is the cause of the major decadence in that value system. Thank you.